I have a quick, concise video for you today on sentence diagramming. We get the question a lot, does my child really need to diagram sentences, and how helpful is it really? Obviously, I feel that sentence diagramming is very helpful, and that is why we include it in the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts program. But I don't feel that it is vital for learning good grammar. You can definitely skip sentence diagramming and still have a fine language arts education. I also believe that sentence diagramming is most helpful when it's kept simple. You don't need to get into complex diagramming. So the Good and Beautiful actually never gets into super complex diagramming. Your child is going to take cues from you, and if you don't understand the benefits of sentence diagramming and kind of complain about it, your child probably will too. On the other hand, if you value sentence diagramming and are positive about it, your child is likely to be that way as well. So I hope this video is helpful. Sentence diagramming is when you organize individual words in a sentence in a diagram. You can visually see the structure of the sentence. For example, this diagram shows where different parts of speech go in a sentence. Some people might think that sentence diagramming is only helpful for visual learners, but that's not the case. All people profit from using different styles of learning and not limiting themselves to just one type of learning. Visual learning is not reserved for just some people. We actually all benefit from it. When a child has to take apart a sentence and diagram it, critical thinking and more complex analysis is required. And we use analysis in many areas of our lives, like numbers and behavior. Diagramming helps the child's brain learn how to analyze and use that skill, and it can be used in other areas as well. Diagramming is a deeper exercise than just circling an adjective or underlining the adverb. Diagramming requires a student to actually think more deeply and to understand more deeply how the part of speech functions within the sentence. For example, you're not just circling an adjective because it's a describing word, but you're placing it under the word that it is modifying or describing. And this requires you to not only know what an adjective is, but what makes a noun and how an adjective and noun are related. When you diagram a sentence, you always have a subject and a verb or a verb phrase, like this. A child who can diagram can easily identify a sentence that is actually a fragment because it is missing a subject or a verb. They can see that really clearly. And after a lot of experience diagramming on paper, children can actually diagram in their minds, realizing instantly grammatical problems. And they can also identify structural issues that need to be fixed in a sentence. Also, some adverbs are not easy to identify, and some words can be an adjective or an adverb, such as weekly, so, late, and straight. Diagramming makes it easy to identify the parts of speech because you learn so well to understand what the word is modifying. My oldest daughter, who is 21 now, got a perfect score on the English portion of the ACT. And when I was doing ACT prep with her, I often used sentence diagramming to help her figure out really tricky questions. You can't diagram unless you can really understand grammar. Diagramming also makes your understanding of grammar stick. So I have studied extensively how children learn and how their minds work. And in one of my favorite books, which is called Make It Stick, which is based on brain research, the author Peter Brown explains, practice that's varied produces better mastery, longer retention, and more versatility. Using grammar exercises and memorization of rules in combination with a visual way to practice grammar definitely makes it stick more. Peter Brown also said, many teachers believe that if they can make learning easier and faster, their learning will be better. Much research turns this belief on its head. When learning is harder, it's stronger and lasts longer. Sentence diagramming is harder than just circling an adjective in a sentence. It makes the child think deeper, and thus the learning is stronger and lasts longer. On another note, I am amazed at how easily and quickly young children pick up sentence diagramming. In fact, in test piloting sentence diagramming with the Good and the Beautiful curriculum, I found that children in 2nd to 4th grade were more easily able to grasp the new concept of sentence diagramming than children who were new to it in middle school. The minds of young children are rapidly making language connections and have the marvelous ability to understand language. So take advantage of that time period and start your children diagramming at a young age when their minds are very open to language and how it works. The Good and the Beautiful starts sentence diagramming in our free Level 2 Language Arts curriculum, and it takes a gentle approach that incorporates nature and high character. Diagramming sentences really does have tremendous value. It is a great way to understand grammar, and it's a great exercise for the brain. In the Good and the Beautiful curriculum, we make diagramming simple and easy to understand with videos and gentle step-by-step progression. I hope this video was helpful. I will be creating more videos on helping children gain strong hearts and minds, videos on homeschooling, and videos on finding joy in this one beautiful life that we've been given. If you are looking for more of this kind of material, please subscribe to this channel, and I will see you again very soon.